What is up everyone, my name's Al from GamesRip, and today we're taking a look at a homebrew for the Sega Saturn by San Sigolo. Now he's done quite a few visual novels to date, including the case of the city of Batucaiba, which obviously I did a bit of a playthrough before, also another title called Red Moon of April, and now we're taking a look at the sequel. I believe it's a sequel, Red Moon Lost Days. So obviously I've taken a look at City of Batucaiba. I've never checked out any of the other Red Moon titles, aka Red Moon of April, but now let's take a look at Red Moon Lost Days and see exactly how this shapes up. Let's take a look. So here we go guys, this is it, Red Moon Lost Days, now released. Now obviously I did get the dates originally wrong. It was actually released on the 30th, or the 31st I should say, of January, and this is it. Up until that point there was a demo available, but this is it, a 2-disc demo. So this is quite big. Obviously we're going to take a look at this one, see how we get on. Like I said, this is kind of just so you guys can see what it's all about. Like I said, I'm pretty excited for this because the work that he's done before is incredible. So yeah, obviously I had to check this out. So let's do this. Press start. Let's do it. Red Moon Lost Days. So 19 years have passed. Yet shadow of the Great War still hangs upon the world. On February 28th, 2019, the Third World War began. The war was between China and the United States. Okay, sounds like a couple of years' time. A series of sanctions imposed by the United States ignited this war, eventually including a total ban on trade with countries supported by China. A feature of the Great War was the use of robots manned by pedal machines, the Metal Knights. When China won the war, the world changed for good. China, now called Great China, became a union of republics, consolidating itself as the largest economy. After that, Great China established a system to remain military stately, the Great General System. Each of the Great Generals acts as a strong independent force. They are stationed throughout the nation. How am I going to say that? Zhaoqi base was... Hey, I can't say any of that. There we go. You are Q Tanwa Way of Chuk. Who knows? Like I said, I butcher names all the time. I'm certainly doing it here. Great general leader of the U army, let's say, or Q army, and daughter of the Shintanwa Way and Ray. Crikey, tongue twisters right here. You can carry on your back the weight of being the sword and the shield. Before you became a great general, you were just a girl in the middle of nowhere. You grew up on the border between United Europe and Great China, once known as the Middle East. The battles between the United States and China took place there 19 years ago. It was at that time your story began. Intriguing. Here we go, episode 1. April 2021. Now there is no sound here, I've just realised that. Don't know if there's meant to be, but yeah, there is no sound. Just one more step and I'm out. If I leave without waking up, maybe I can save myself from having an argument with her. When you turned around, you saw through the window your money purse on the living room table. Damn, I have to go back. Let's do it again, one step at a time. When you reached halfway, a voice startled you. A guy, I think? Kohim saying, Q, what are you doing? Kahim is a kind and polite girl, okay. You two have been best friends since the incident at Aegis Hospital. Why does that name ring a bell? How can I explain? A travel backpack? You sneaking out? You were leaving without saying goodbye? I planned to come back to say goodbye. You're lying. Obviously, I'm not an actor, so I don't do these words very well, these lines very well. You're always speechless when you're lying. Say something, damn it. Oh dear. I don't know what to say. Try. You took a step back. You thought about turning your back on Kahim and running away. I have to go. There's an opportunity for me to start a new life. Start? Opportunity? What are you talking about? You didn't have to argue. Well, you don't want to argue. You slowly turned back and began to walk. Kahim, answer me. When you walked away, Kahim pulled you by the arm. Stop. Don't open that door. Let me go. I have to go. Where do you want to go? We live here. This is not our house.
It is Jess's house. She raised us here, and I'm very grateful for that, but we have to move on. Move forward? What are you talking about? We can't live together forever. Why not? We're happy. Jess visits us from time to time. We're teenagers, almost adults. We can't live under Jess's wings for the rest of our lives. But I'm leaving. I'm going back to China to start a new life. I don't have time for goodbyes. Q. Find your place in the world, Kahim. When you do, you'll be truly happy. What does that mean? It means finding a place where you are truly yourself. You will know it when you do. Anyway, I don't have time to explain it to you. Kahim began to cry. Sad, tugging at the heartstrings here. You felt bad when you saw Kahim crying. I'll be going. You'll be alright on your own. So this is our farewell? Yes it is. You picked up your backpack, and turned your back to Kahim. Oh, that pretty emotional here. You began to walk towards the village's exit. Goodbye, Ko. Goodbye, Q. You were holding back tears. Q, I'll never forget that day. You started to cry after hearing that. After wiping the tears with your arm, you kept walking. Minutes later. The next bus stop is a few miles to the north. I need to get there before midnight. Thinking about your goal made you reminisce about Jess. Just an intelligent woman. She is United Europe's chief scientist and is heavily involved with the Metal Knights. You saved my life, Jess. You saved Kahim's life. Your tech and knowledge saved my spine. They saved Kahim's arms and legs. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be standing. You gave us home. You treated us like you were daughters. Jess, I promise I'll never forget what you did for us. You stretched your fist towards the moon as a sign of your promise. I hope you'll forgive me for what I did to Kahim. I know I shouldn't have abandoned her, but she wouldn't have come with me. It's a unique opportunity. I'll follow in my father's footsteps. They'll need Metal Knight pilots. You taught me how to pilot. I'm not going to let this opportunity slip through my hands. I'll become a woman who will make you proud. Just you wait. You spent the night walking to the bus stop. Episode 2. 2023 January. Here we go. Now, obviously, remember, this is a visual novel. That is what we've got here, but it's interesting, the dynamics building already. Kane, I don't see your Metal Knight in the radar. Where are you? Now, I'm assuming Kane is the one on the right-hand side with the dark hair. After minutes of waiting for a signal, a face appeared on your robot's monitor. I landed in the middle of a desert. I don't see your star Nautilus on the horizon. Kane serves as Vice General in the Q Army. She is also considered the best strategist in the Chu Kao base. I'll seek for high ground to send a signal, so you can locate me. Copy. I'll trace it as soon as you send it. And be careful not to leave any traces. Although we are in a neutral land, we are not welcome. Ooh. Here we go. So it's not just visual novel. This is kind of like very... Oh, I like this. This kind of feels a bit like... Well, we're all going to say it. Final Fantasy, right? Oh, here we go. So again, no music. But that doesn't matter. What's down here? Interesting. Can we go down here? No, we can't. Okay, so let's go along this way. So obviously we're searching for that signal right now. I love this. This is great. I thought this was just a visual novel. So, hey, this is awesome. Right, let's go. No wonder it's 2 discs. Makes sense now. Oh, we can't get down that way, can we? No. Okay, so this way. Back we go. Oh, I stopped. Oh, yeah, we can go right. There we go. I thought I couldn't go right then. I was like, hey, that didn't make any sense. Let's go up. Oh, this looks like the right way, right? This does look correct. There we go. Finally, a high place. You prepared everything and sent a radio signal. I like the way it's got the kind of how do you put it? The top-down RPG style with the kind of visual novel around it. I love that. And sent a radio signal. Looking at the desert reminded you of your mission. This is my first mission as a Great General. The Great General system. A system that bestows me the power to act as a strong independent force. The great strength of the Great General system was the caliber of the generals chosen to be part of it. It was as if 9 nations had been released into the world, free to conduct wars as they pleased. Now that I have this power, I cannot lose it, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. Whoa, there we go. Hours later, the Scarlet Hunter. This is what? Your 11th international mission? Something close to it. Good. Keep doing this type of mission to make your name reach the promotion recommendation list. Anyway, now that we're together with our Metal Knights, we can decide where to head next. I still don't understand why we are moving with our robots. Shouldn't this be a stealth mission? Yes, we have to keep a low profile. We're on a mission to find General Koshow. But don't forget that he, a general, brought with him part of the Koshow army and disappeared. Someone is behind this, and it's a very dangerous pilot, a general level threat. Got it. We still don't know what we're facing. We must move now. Yes, let's go. That's cool. Nice imagery there. Let's head north. Okay. You and Kane were racing in your Metal Knights. Okay, choose what you want to talk about. Talk about your dream, talk about the Metal Knights. See, Kane now can keep up with you in speed. That's very good. Speed has always been your weak point. Yes, I wonder if Kaheen? I was no match for her speed. Even now, I don't think I am. Q. I don't need to be faster. You are strong. Just look at the General H. He's not as fast as General G, but he relies on his strength. My goal is to be a balanced pilot who can rely on strength and speed. I see. That's a great goal. I believe you can surpass the 3 heavens. You're already the 5th. 3 heaven are the 3 strongest generals of the Great China. Q says, to get to the top, I have to be stronger than General G and General H. I've never seen General H fight, but I can't imagine how strong he is. I did. I'd say that today Corneli is the only pilot capable of facing him in terms of strength. You have a perfect path ahead of you, G, H, Ren and Lu. The number 1. Yes, many would say that's an impossible goal. Q, I've always been watching you. I know your struggle. I know there wasn't a single person who truly sought to surpass the 3 heavens. You were the only one. I'll help you. I'll always be by your side to give you a push in the right direction you need. You're an amazing woman, Kane. I'm happy to have you by my side. Oh, isn't that nice? Kane was always, or has always been, your number 2, ever since Day became captain. Now that you've received your new robot, it's a matter of time before you master your new power. Okay. Am I pressing the wrong button? Yes. In fact, all of the great generals received one. Only G didn't like it. He's not a fan of the idea of strange stones as the core of his robot. Do you know anything about this? The whole thing about the rocks from space is very confusing to me. I don't know much either. Apparently there are meteorites that cause strange reactions. The chief scientist of the Great China created ways to use the meteorites on the Metal Knights. I'm guessing it powers them. Thanks to this, Great China has Metal Knights with powers. Yes, but Kay said that the powers are manifestations of the pilots. The stones only anyway, as a result, the Great China, press that too quick, increases its military sovereignty. Kane, you study hard. Which robots and pilots do you think are the threats to Great China? The Atlantic community has the White Delta. I hear that's piloted by a female war veteran. United Europe has the Purple Kaiser, piloted by Corneli, the strongest pilot in the world. According to my sources, United Europe also has another robot on the same level, only in prototype. New Russian Republic has Royal Vostok, piloted by Mikhail Vlad. I don't know much about it. Japan Federation has the Crimson Danger, the eldest in operation, currently without a time pilot, and they have Kaheen Rogues Alpha's blueprint. With it, they can rebuild Kaheen's Robot. What about the neutral lands? Do you know if there are any robots worth paying attention to? That's complicated. The 5 nations have to show off their military might. Here and in other neutral lands, displaying military might is of no importance. We can say that you are evolved, more evolved in this regard. After a few minutes, Kane saw a city on the horizon. Finally! What? I can see the Nile River and a city. That means we're reaching our first destination. Will this now transfer over to like the top down again? Or is that a smaller section? January 20... No, okay. Here we are. Where should we investigate first? Ooh. Got the city, right? As soon as you two arrived at the entrance to the city, you began to look for clues. Q, have you found anything? No, I haven't found it yet. After minutes walking through the city streets, you notice the absence of people. Okay, interesting. So in an abandoned city, I don't see a single soul. This looks suspicious. Indeed, let's move into the city to see if we can find any clues about Kushu. Or Koshao. Okay. You and Kane changed paths and decided to go further into the city. Kane, you have good eyes. Did you find something that caught your attention? No, this city seems abandoned. What's in that direction? You pointed ahead. I see empty sidewalks and some cars parked in the middle of the street. Cars? Yeah, it seems that they've been recently abandoned. That makes sense. After minutes walking towards the city centre, Kane called you. Come here. You have to see this. What? I found a clue. You went towards the alley where Kane was. Look. There was a painting on the front of the store with words, "Run away from the silent roses." Interesting. Okay, who are the silent roses? This is kind of creepy. Do you believe that these silent roses is behind Koshao's disappearance? That's hard to say. This is a loose end. Let's keep that in mind. We should try to figure out why this city is abandoned. Yeah, there's something going on here. Let's continue towards the city centre. Kane, from now on, you should proceed through the parallel streets instead of the main one. We continue walking towards the centre, but now going through the parallel streets. According to my radar, I don't see any Metal Knights in the vicinity. Do you believe there may be undetectable robots like Kashyyyms? I doubt it. Kohaley said that Kahim's Metal Knight was the result of years of work by Jess. That said, it's impossible to say that the Metal Knights have the same technology. Makes sense. Although there are no ways to hide Metal Knights from radars. An electrically isolated warehouse? Yes, this tactic was used in the Great War to hide robots. Your radio started to sizzle. Interesting. Weird. Is anyone getting this message? Please reply. Wait, I recognise that voice. I believe it's General Kusho. I was ambushed, but I managed to escape. I'm hiding in a power plant near a big tower. You heard another sizzle. Damn it. Damn, I'm losing signal. I need backup. The signal's gone. Ooh, distress call. Hours later. Kane, can you find the location of the power plant on the map? It's a few miles south near the Nile River. Okay, let's go. We mustn't waste any more time. Okay. And Kane, prepare your weapon. We may face an enemy at any time. Or any moment. Understood. And you? Are you planning to use your robot's manifestation? No, I haven't mastered it yet. Kay said that the first use only happens when I need it most. It's your call. Let's go then. Let's go. I'm assuming this will now bring up the map. Could be wrong. Episode 4. 38. Kane and I am detecting a large concentration of metal coming from that direction. What do you see? An energy tower. We're close then. How do you intend to approach? Directly. Koshao is there waiting for us. You heard him. We shouldn't waste any more time. Now, I reckon this will be kind of like a mirage type deal. It's not really happened. Either that was in their mind or something. Or they'll be ambushed. You and Kane have been running in the desert for minutes on end. Kane, use your robot's electric sight to see if there's anything near the power tower. Copy. The head of Kane's robot moved. What do you see? There's nothing in the tower. I can only see to some extent because of the buildings. Buildings? Isn't it just a power plant? It seems that the plant is in the centre. Around it there is a city. It looks like a military city. Military city? Thanks, Kane. You're welcome. You're asking me about what's on the horizon reminds me of when we were recruits. When you hid from everyone that you couldn't see with one eye and had bad eyesight with the other. You did almost the entire training hiding it. You were a persistent girl. I had to. They would have never let me join if they knew the truth about my vision. You're lucky that Kohalee liked you and decided to help. Yes, robots with various radar help me a lot, but I'm very lucky to have met you. You're too modest. You've carried me since we were recruits. Anyway, let's keep our eyes open. We are entering a military city. Right. Minutes later, the two of you entered the military city. Oh, here we go. Kane, this is a military base of Metal Knights. Got it. I'll stay on alert. After minutes of running around the military city, Kane began to look at something. Look! In the city of the streets, there were marks of the Metal Knights' wheels. What's your reading? 2 Metal Knights, both running together? Let's keep our eyes open. You and Kane ignored the wheel marks and continued towards the tower. Everything looks very... You interrupted Kane by pointing and shouting, Kane! Whoa, here we go. Oh my god. Is it... Yeah, it's Khonshu's Metal Knight. We're too late. Kane turned her back to you and began to look around the tower. Kane, what's wrong? After seconds of silence, you asked again, What's... Run! It's a trap! This is story time, by the way. Ah! Kane! You walked towards the fire without a second's thought. Kane, where are you? Ah! A second shot was fired. The shot hit your robot's back. It's over. Don't underestimate me. Weak attacks like this have no chance against my star Nautilus. You provoked them to buy time. I have to get out of here right now, damn it. You took the cabin of Kane's Metal Knight with her inside and started running away. Uh-oh, battle scars there. You managed to evade the enemies by using Kane's bombs as a distraction. Once you were miles away from the military city, you opened Kane's robot cabin and got out of yours. Kane! Uh-oh, where's Kane? Episode 5. June 2019, so flashback. Ko, where are you? Where are we going? I want to stay with Jess and the others. I know. Then why are you dragging me away? I want to show you something. Kahim dragged you for minutes. You and Kahim crossed the village despite your complaints. You agreed to go with her. Stop! It's this way! Kahim pointed to the village exit. Ko, stop! I won't take another step unless you tell me where we're going. You crossed your arms. I don't want to spoil it. Ko, stop. This week's been hard on me. For Jess and the others. I don't have time to play with you. I like spending time with you, but this is not the right time. Kahim was taken aback by what you said. I need to show you something. You sensed that Kahim was sad. Sorry, because of the funerals this week. This week has been difficult. I didn't mean to get angry with you. It's alright. We're already very close to the place I wanted to show you. Can we still... Place? I thought you thought about turning your back and leaving Kahim, but you knew that doing so would make her sad. Fine, let's go. Hours later. Are we close? Yes, we're very close. Do you want to say something? Yes, quite a bit, but I'm willing to wait. Okay. After minutes walking, you tripped over a rock. Ouch. What happened? I stumbled. Does it hurt? Can you still walk? I can still walk. Why are you asking so desperately? I want to know if you can help. If you can walk by yourself or if you need help. Why do you want me so badly to go? I don't like how this is going. Sorry about the mystery, it's just that I want to show you without revealing it. It's a gift. Place. Gift. Every time I ask you why you're dragging me, you change the reason. We've been friends for days, Q. I want to show you a place and I need you to trust me. You took a step back. I do not know. Q, give me your hand. You felt confident. Q, what? We're here. Let me see what you wanted so badly. Oh, okay. Are those... Yes, I did it all myself. You fell to your knees after hearing that. As soon as Kahim saw you on your knees, she came over and she reached out her hand to help you stand up. Let me help you up. Thank you. Those tombstones. Shintawa Wei, Ren. Okay. All those names. Our parents. Our family. You felt tears fall down your face. What did all this because you did all this because of the funeral? No. Wait, what? I'm telling the truth. I started building it a long time before the funerals, but why? I realised that we could only move on if we said goodbye to our parents. I thought we'd feel the same. I'm speechless. I'm glad you like it. Shall we say goodbye properly? Yes. Ah. You and Kahim spent minutes praying. A place, a gift. Now I understand why you wanted so badly for me to come here. It was hard to drag you all this way here. Luckily, you trusted me. I'll always trust you, Kahim. So will I. Seconds after hearing that, you thought of something and began to cry. Are you crying? Why are you crying? This whole farewell made me think about something. What? I don't want to lose anyone anymore. I want you, Jess, and everyone else to be okay. Me too. Kahim replied with tears in her eyes. With your eyes full of tears, you looked up at the moon and shouted, I won't lose anyone else. Crying, Kahim hugged you. You carry that promise to this day. Episode 6. Back to the modern day. I can't stop. I can't stop. You were running with your star Nautilus. On your shoulders you had strapped half of the Scarlet Hunter with Kane in. Hang in there, Kane. You looked into the cabin of Scarlet Hunter. Hang in there. Minutes later, you were still running. I have to keep running. It's not a smart move, but it's the safest thing to do. They don't have the speed to catch up to my star Nautilus. I have to use this to our advantage. You spoke over the radio as if Kane was listening. I need to stay calm and analyse the situation. Kyushu is dead, probably ambushed. You heard yourself. You finally realised they killed a general from Great China. Even though it's on neutral lands, it's an act of war. I need to report this to the Great China immediately. You have prepared a link to the Star communication with someone from the Great China. Come on, work. I can't still stand for too long. After a few seconds of silence, you began to hear a series of words. Zulu Hotel, Alpha Oscar, Victor, India, Charlie, Echo, Golf, Echo, November. You answered slowly. Charlie Hotel, Uniform, Golf, Echo, November. Vice General Chow Ryu? General... Yep. Chow serves as Vice General in the Rinshu Army. He is also the strongest fighter. Can you speak freely? I think so. Okay, what is the meaning of this emergency signal? I was with Kane on the mission seeking the whereabouts of Kyushu in the neutral lands. Kyushu is dead. I repeat, Kyushu is dead. He was ambushed but by what I believe to be an armed cell. Kane counted for Metal Knights. I see. I'll report back to the other generals. What about you, Q? Are you planning to get involved? Not right now. I need more intel, their numbers, how skilled they are. We fell into their trap. They crucified Kyushu's Metal Knight and used his radio signal. So it was all planned. And most importantly, it was a message. They probably knew that someone would come looking for him. Do you need backup? No. Are you sure? I know as soon as I ensure someone's safety, I'll engage. I may be young, but I'm not reckless. I see. You're a remarkable general. Before I forget, General Rinshu told me to give you a message. A message? If you want to use your robot's core first, you must learn about spiritual energy. Wait, what? I think he's talking about how the robot's core, the stones. I know a little bit about that. Where is General Rinshu? I need to talk to him. I have so many questions. He's unavailable. He's on a community mission in the Atlantic community. Damn it. I'll arrange transportation for you to go away. Just send a signal when you're ready. Thanks for everything. Goodbye, Vice General Chow. Goodbye, General Q. After you turned off the radio, you quickly packed up all the equipment and left. Been here a long time. Hope this call doesn't compromise my location. You started running again. Rinshu's words stuck in your head. You remembered something. Kahim. Kahim was to read a book called The Way of the Warrior. She talked a lot about spiritual energy. If she were here, I could ask her. You tried to remember the times she talked to you about it. You began to remember. Explain it to me again, Ko. Spiritual energy is the energy of your soul. You need to open your pores for the energy to flow. Now that, my friends, is where I'm going to leave it. Obviously, this is a nice little look. Yeah? This great. This game looks great and is great. Red Moon Lost Days. Now, if you do want to play this, you can obviously emulate it. You can use, obviously, original hardware. If you've got the means to do that, I would say do check this out. I think this is an absolutely great game. It is 2 discs. You can download both of them. Obviously, I would say, possibly give a little bit when you do download it. You can, obviously, because at the end of the day, all of these great projects come out of a lot of people's time. It's the same if they got patrons, make sure to back them as well. Also follow him on Twitter. I'll put all the links in the description box below. Hope you've enjoyed this nice little look at Red Moon Lost Days for the Sega Saturn. As always, like, comment and subscribe. It's Al signing out.